everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. It's opening week in the NFL, and today we have two teams are more than ready to get the season underway. It's the Redskins going up against the 49ers. The opening kick of the new season is straight ahead as we turn it over to our broadcast duo of Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Washington Redskins and the San Francisco 49ers. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And a look at the offense that is hoping to put some points up in bunches here in this one. Second down following the run. Now they'll run on the draw. And this will go for 5 up to the 33. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
An early test. 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll drop the throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Call that a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. This is taken at about the 14. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Redskins will take possession with a 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Here's a carry now for Keith Marshall. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. So this brings up a 2nd and 2.
Let's go. 1, 9.
They'll look to throw here. Throwing right, and that's complete. We heard them talk before the game about utilizing the intermediate passing game this week. It works for them there. They move the chains.
And we saw them work on it in practice as well. And most teams take a period at a time to work on different things. They put a couple of periods of work into the intermediate passing game, and now we know exactly why. They got the look that they were seeking, and they were able to take advantage of it.
Here we go.
They'll run with Marshall. So from the 40 to the 45, 5-yard run. Credit the tackle to Navarro Bowman. Offensive starters time, Charles, for the Washington Redskins.
Let's look at Josh Dotson, the wide receiver out of TCU. Grew up in Fort Worth. His mom works at the university as a vice president. He actually went to Wyoming first, transferred back to TCU, and boy, is he a high flyer. Throw it up in the air, he'll go up and get it.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this one's incomplete. And a look now at the defensive starters for San Francisco.
Navarro Bowman makes anyone's short list for the best linebackers in the game. Third and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
Expecting pass. He'll look to throw. Hard throw, incomplete. They were looking for Marshall that time. And 4th down coming up. Now on 4th down, the 2014 NFL leader as a rookie in yards per punt, Tress Way on to kick it. He'll return it from the 6. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And the Niners are going to take possession, albeit deep in their own territory. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. They'll come out in the pistol. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll be taken down at the 18. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Redskins touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick 6s.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That would go. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. They come out here in the eye. Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
We are watching a runner having a really nice game. Carrying it very well. Vision is excellent, but boy, look at the help he's getting. Offensive line, I think they're pretty eager to block for him.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Coming to you. Now let's go. Green.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. All week in practice, they stressed grounding, pounding the football, and they really executed it well there to get the first down.
That usually means getting back to being physical in practice because when you emphasize pounding the football, it doesn't really come together unless you practice it the same way you're going to play it in the game. So that means more bodies, more pads, and a whole lot of popping last week, and they got it done in the game.
And incomplete, he dropped it in the end zone. And now a look at the Washington defense.
Trent Murphy's #1 attribute is playing against the run, but he continues to work hard on his pass rush skills.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down.
Let's go, defense.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. And now here's a carry heading left. And some room to maneuver. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A big play there out of the running game. 35 yards.
You know what's really hard for a big-time running back? Is patience. Being able to hang in there when the runs aren't there, when you're taking some hits early in the game. For this drive, oh, he's come alive, and in a big way. Now he's starting to gallop.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
So second and 10 here. They're going to look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's third down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass. And sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they're able to get to him on it.
Out of the gun now on third down. Flushed out right. And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Their dangerous wide receiver from 17 yards out. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And this one through the uprights and good. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth. So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Jordan Reed was the intended target. And it'll bring up third down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
Let's see if the defense tries any pressure here on 3rd and 8. Back to throw here. It's brought in by Doxson. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
No matter how you evaluate quarterbacks, at some point arm strength is going to come into the conversation. I'm really impressed by what I saw on that throw on the out route.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. This is Marshall. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
They stay on the ground. This is Marshall again. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Now a play fake here on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
The defense won that play so fast, and I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
Back live, Charles Davis to my right. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Redskins. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he can't bring it in. Incomplete. He dropped it on the crossing route. 4th down now.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney. Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
Now back to throw. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
I've become a firm believer over the years that many drops happen before the ball's even snapped. When you call wide receiver screen, as we saw there, I know these guys really well. They're thinking about that play going to the end zone, and sometimes they forget to catch the football first.
Set. Green, 39. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Detroit, Detroit.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Taken in at the 22. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with a game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of...
And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Detroit, Detroit. Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. The look in Washington as they come onto the field. And last time, one play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. He'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So a second down incompletion now brings up third down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
DeForest Buckner is a really tall defensive end / defensive tackle. How about that move right there to get upfield and make the play in the offensive backfield? Excellent leverage.
You're right. Tall, big, 6'7", nearly 300 pounds. Out to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Navarro Bowman in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Navarro Bowman in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up, but you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over.
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover. And wow, now we got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Caught on the right side, Reed. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to make it third down and less than a yard.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of Central Casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
So completion on 2nd down, that brings up 3rd. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Well, we just saw the recipe for success right there. Big body, strong, agile, playing with great leverage in hands. Not really able to be blocked on that play. Close things down inside.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
But when it all comes together and you get the field goal block that's been designed, that's been drawn up, everyone has to feel good about on that side of the ball. How about that one there? To the left side, knew what they had. That's where they wanted to be, and they got their designated guy turned free.
They go back to the air here after the INT. Wide open receiver complete. Give them 18 on that one. And that leads to a San Francisco first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front, and then maybe a guard can slide up to the second level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
They'll set up to throw. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Defense in a good spot. Let's see how the offense responds with a 2nd and 13 now.
Hey, watch the ball. Now let's go.
Now they try the right side here. And he went nowhere. The Redskins looking for another timeout, and they get it. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Let's see, the defense might bring some added pressure as the offense is dealing with a 3rd and long.
Here we go now. Green.
Well, now they'll try the end around. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So it's a 7-play drive, but it stalls out in the end.
Let's credit the defensive front 7. They were a little leaky at the start of the drive, but they stiffened toward the end.
On the return, here's a speedy Jamison Crowder. And last year, that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year, he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive, missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you've put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them. That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And this one complete to Reed. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to fire one deep. That's caught at the 25. And he gets us one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said.
And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. And now the 49er offense ready to go and getting back out onto the field. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
And with time running down, they go down to a knee. Hey, you. Yeah, you. John, why'd you skip Larry's halftime? I'm just kidding. I don't know who you are. But if you're John, though you're pretty freaked out for a second. All right, let's get to the third quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 13 on the pickup there. And that leads to a Washington first down.
Here we go.
And here's Marshall. And some space here. And he cuts it out to the sideline. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Washington. Keith Marshall, 62 yards. And the Redskins are going to retake the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And last year that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
Let's go. Green, 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Set. Blue, landing. Blue, gun. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. No. Check.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
Taking it about the 16. A good return there, 17 yards. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, get into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Now Marshall. And some room to roam now. And he cuts it left, and now room to move. Touchdown, Washington. Keith Marshall, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Redskins are going to add on to their lead. It's good, and it's 21-10. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
No, check, Patriot!
And they'll run it here. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is what every back in the league is supposed to do, exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
They come out here in the
Let's go!
eye.
Green 39! Green 39! Philly, here we go! Detroit!
They go play action here on 1st down. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Well, an incomplete pass certainly doesn't look like a good play. For the guy throwing it today, as many interceptions he's thrown, he's got to feel a sigh of relief that the ball actually hit the ground and didn't go in the other direction.
So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. Another pistol look here.
Green 39! Green 39! No, check, Patriot! Leopard!
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
There's no shyness there pushing the ball downfield, but I like the coverage on the play. In good position. And when you have a 50-50 ball, who's going to come down with it? I like the way that he made the play, came across, and knocked it away.
Detroit!
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan, and Thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll make it a second down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. He'll look to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
And that's one of the few times they've been able to contain him. He's had a heck of a game, and maybe he's getting a little bit tired from how many times he's carried the ball. But I always think back to what all those old coaches say. The ball's not that heavy. Keep carrying it, kid.
Here we go.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Caught on the right side, Reed. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
Here we go.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. Gun. They'll look to throw. Completes it right side to Doxson. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. So a 3rd and 9 and 6 defensive backs out there in the dime.
Patrolling the passing lanes.
And this one complete to Reed. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Tressway now. He'll boot it away from about his 35.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the 1st down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They'll get 16 yards there. And the 49ers are going to get a first.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19. No. Check. Patriot.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Looking to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
So what's the old expression that quarterbacks like to use when they decide to throw the football? I'm looking for either a touchdown or a check down. And he took the check down on that play, and it worked almost to perfection.
Here we go now. 3-19.
They go play action here on first down. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, when plays like that work, it's a thing to behold, but sometimes we see why they're buried deep in the playbook.
And how many times have we been at practice and heard all the other guys chirping about, you know, I used to play quarterback in high school, I can do this, until it becomes a game situation. Not quite the same in many cases.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Come on, let's go.
He'll drop to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. Back now here in Santa Clara. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
Here we go.
Now a handoff working right. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. DeForest Buckner. He's the one to get him this time. And back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow. Out of bounds at the 1-yard line. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that.
Fighting to get back to the goal line. I don't think he got there. He did not. Did not get back there. It's a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt, and if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
And here come the Redskins now. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
He takes this from the 30 to the 34. It was Eric Reed in on the stop. And in this situation with the lead, 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
They'll set up to throw. Ducks him with a grab over the middle. And he's brought down, but not before getting across midfield to the 45. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, and sometimes that just happens. It is the NFL. They will make some plays against you.
And a long way to go for the offense here on second down.
Let's go!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Out to the left, it's complete to Dodson. Call it a gain of 13 yards on the play. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Still in search of the first down after that last completion. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. He loses 5 full yards to bring up 4. Here's Tressway now. He's been terrific so far.
I don't know about you, partner, but I'm rubbing my eyes after that play. Did we just see that runner not get yardage? A big-time play by the defense. It does happen occasionally, even against the best running backs who are having big days.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get. And it's just so strange to see that go up on the board. And then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But, boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
Here we go now.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's got time in the pocket. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
I know the initial focus was on how far that pass was downfield, but how about the coverage on the play? Able to stay with him, get his hands where the receiver's hands were going to try and catch the ball, tips it up in the air, and knocks it away.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose...
And now here's another interception. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Redskins touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be... Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked off that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. Now a play fake here on first down. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup there, and it's a second down.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be third down and about the length of the football. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. He'll drop to throw. He'll find his man on the comeback route. Complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And my goodness, another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. They've got the lead last last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive.
Let's go! Ohio!
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
It'll be a gain of 6, and just like that, it's 3rd down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. He's got time. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeForest Buckner in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
They come out here in the eye. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll have the first down as he's up to about the 18. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
And partner, this first week...